Hello and welcome to Eat Your Backyard. If you like growing things in your backyard, you're probably in the right place. I talk about that a lot. I live in Central Florida, and today I'm going to tell you about when is the right time to let your baby chicks out in your yard. All right, let's go get those sweet little chicks. Let's go to my custom brooder. Look, I use a skiff as a brooder. Look at those sweet little peepers. Alright, well, there are really two things you need to worry about when you're talking about taking these little chicks outside. And one is that they don't get too cold. And the other thing to be concerned about is protecting them from predators. Everything wants to eat these chicks that isn't a vegetarian. The last thing, chicky chicks. I'm gonna put her over here in the shade. Look at that, a couple of them are taking dust baths. In Florida, we don't have to worry too much about the temperature, generally speaking, in the spring. It's already in the 90s in the afternoon most of the days. But the predators are definitely out there. In my neck of the woods, Barrier Island in East Central Florida, we have raccoons. We have even had a coyote or two around here, believe it or not. Certainly have many types of predatory birds like hawks, etc. So, and snakes. Yeah, so all those things want to get a sweet chick for a meal. So, you know, you want to be around your chicks when you're out there. But the first thing is, do they have enough? Is the temperature all right? And can you protect them from predators? And I can. The two ways I'm going to do that is, well, first of all, it's about 85 degrees out there today. And second of all, I'm going to put them in my rabbit run, which I'll be right near as I work on my chicken coop, which they'll later go into. Okay, let's try to get them in the box. Started with a 5-gallon bucket. You see, I put this thing over the top so they can't jump out, but they can easily jump to the top. And as soon as they see now, these chicks are about 2 weeks old. As soon as they see that's opened up, they jump up there and want to perch up here. In a 5-gallon bucket now, if I take them and place them in the 5-gallon bucket, they will fly to the top of the bucket and perch as fast as I can put them in, which is why I'm now moving to a box so that I can... Come on, chicky chick. Come on. These barred rock chicks usually come up. I'm surprised they're not coming up. See, he doesn't like that. I'm trying to... Back you go. There we go. Nice. I may need 2 hands to do this. We'll see. I was hoping not to. Sometimes, see this guy jumped out again? It's a golden sex-link. You silly. They get out so bad. They're so excited to go out. Wow. See, I don't want them to fall off. They're getting to the point where they've got lots of feathers. Ah! Pack of the chicken. All right, I gotta put the camera down to get these last two. What a handful. They're really excited to get outside, but wait until you see what they're getting outside too. Now, I would recommend this cardboard box approach just simply because you can close the top and they don't seem to want to jump. I'm worried that they would hurt themselves. As you can see, there's the roof to the chicken coop. And there's their new home. By the way, video I'll leave a link to here to see the complete chicken coop build. Alright, this is our rabbit run. There are 2 lionhead rabbits. And look at that beautiful environment for the chicks. Alright, well, as soon as I put them down, they will jump out of this box so quick. It will be amazing. Ooh, they went quiet. Be free, chicks. Ooh. Oh, they're sliding. Hey chickies, you quieted down now. This is where you wanted to be. Look at how fun it is to have chickens. These guys are starting to really get a lot of feathers. You get down, I'll come over to you. Come here, chickens. Come here, chickies. That's it. Come on. Come on over here. That's it. That's it. Now they like this Persian mulberry. You can see they're pecking at it, but they really like this type of weed that grows all over my yard. They've been eating that every day. There's almost none left in the rabbit run. It's a very soft, succulent leaf that's got these little, like, almost like seed, soft seed things on it, and they love that. And snapping up every bug they see. Oh, look, they're perching up on the mulch. Now that's living. I'm gonna have to stake up this mulberry tree. They don't really want them getting back into the manure area for the rabbits. Boy, they love it. Maybe I'll just have it grow the other way or straight up, I think is really what I'm gonna have to do. But this just tells me they could use a little roost. So I'll build a temporary roosting bar here so they have a place to go sit. That's natural chicken behavior thing. You see, they want to do it all the time. And on this type of situation where you have different levels, I think, yeah, I think that's probably not what you want. But this tree needed to be stood up on a cane anyway. But I'll provide them with a nice thing. And I'll make the roosting bar, and it only has to be a little, like 2x2 on a couple of 2x4s here. That's all I'm going to do. Make it the same height so that your birds don't have to get into competition for the higher bars and all that. And then they'll just perch up there quite nicely. You see, they really love being back here. This is one of the favorite corners they like. There's, first of all, that weed they like to eat that grows through the on the other side of the wire, which makes like a fun game. An ever-bearing mulberry, a couple cuttings there that are growing. They've been pecking at lemongrass, red sugar cane. All these things are edible by them and provide them with a cool environment to interact with. Listen to how quiet they are now. This is something that you start to experience, understanding the sounds the chicken makes and what it indicates. And this is a very, very happy sound. These chicks are not threatened. They're curious, just hunting around, doing everything chicks love to do. And I hope this gives you a good idea of how simple it can be to have chickens. You know, by having chickens, you add the animal component to your yard. And what I mean is, here's how chickens benefit your garden. What you do when you have chickens is you put down a bedding where they sleep typically, and they then place manure all throughout that bedding, and you just keep adding new layers of bedding. Will actually start to naturally compost in the chicken in the hen house. And when it gets to a certain length, you see they just are dropping chicken poo everywhere they go. So they're like a fertilization train everywhere they go. You get the bedding that you put down for them and you throw it in your compost bin, and it creates grade A compost fertilizer for all your plants. Look at this bark rock. He likes the little symbol on my sandal. Is this it? Yeah, this is the sweetest one. Hey buddy, come here. This barred rock hen right here is definitely a great personality. And it'll come over right up to you, and it's typically wandering farther away from the rest of the hens too, which is interesting. We're eating that plant that they love so much. They go to that first. They really like that. Now this one right here with the spot on his head, two spots, he might be a rooster, so we might have to give that one away. The rest all look like happy little hens. So yeah, I think this is the right time of the year to put them out, and if you have those two things covered, which is a little bit of protection from the predators, reasonable protection from the predators, and the right temperature, well then you're set. And the general rule of thumb for temperature is this. When you first get the chicks from wherever you get them, Tractor Supply or a local farm, when you first get them, you'll want to keep them at a 95-degree temperature. You have a brooder lamp that they can get under when they need to, or they will a lot. And then every week you lower the temperature requirement for them by 5 degrees. So these chicks are now 2 weeks old, and a little over 2. They're 2 weeks and a day old. So now we're down to 85-degree requirement. And as you look here, close to it, a little under 85. But it's just getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And out in the sun, it's probably much, much warmer than that. Ooh, they didn't like that dog sound. They freeze. Interesting chicken behavior. Look at that. Did not like that. What's going on, guys? What was that? What are you doing? Coming back to us? I'm hoping I can give you kind of an idea of what it's like to have these little chicks. Observe their behavior. It's really fascinating to me. And it makes me happy to see them seem so happy doing what chickens do. And knowing how good this is for the yard, but also how good it is for eggs very soon. Each one of these little chicks is capable of producing 300 eggs a year. So if I have 5 chickens, it's 1,500 eggs. It's a lot of eggs. Brown eggs, high quality, organic, no pesticide, no antibiotic, nothing. Just the high quality, large brown eggs. The eggs are 2.5 ounces, which is a significant size egg. So that's another great benefit. Dogs and cats do not lay eggs. But they're also cool with some things that chickens probably would not be okay with. So, you know, give and take. But if you have a garden, permaculture, you want to add the animal component, there's nothing more instant than chickens. Except for maybe bunnies. Sweet bunnies. What do you say we let the bunnies down? We've been getting the bunnies used to the chickens, and they just kind of coexist. They're kind of sleepy this time of the day. So if you have backyard chickens, I'd encourage you to get them out. You know, I think it's healthy for them. They get a lot of the natural bacterias, which is excellent. I think it's good for their mental health. In other words, them being more docile, more just relaxed because they're doing the normal things they're designed to do. They get a variety of foods. Also, there's less grain you have to buy them because when they're out here, they're eating well. That's for sure. Give them plenty of fresh water. That's the other key thing you want to be wary of, is you don't want them to get dehydrated. Make sure they know where the water is. I usually take one of their heads and dip the beak in the water, and then it will kind of tell all the others. That's a good technique. That's how chickens work. One knows how to do it, they'll all know how to do it. As soon as that chicken roosts up on this, all the rest of them, they just instantly know how to do it after seeing it one time. Hey, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. I hope you will subscribe and join my chicken journey. You know, maybe even the buns. Producing lots of bunny manure and fun as well. We'll get them down with the chicks in future videos. Hope you'll stay with the channel, subscribe, and hit the like button. Thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard.
Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel. On this channel, I help you integrate systems into your backyard that will serve both you and your family for years to come. So let's all explore the new possibilities and not just be the next boring yard. Let's go beyond our shores and explore possibilities that are right in front of us. So please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified as new videos come out all the time. So let's see what's going on in this episode of EB Explorer.
These chicks are already well trained to look forward to their outdoor time. Some days we have them out for about half hour, other days up to 4 hours, depending on some of the hotter days. It's nice and cool out here in the shade, and we let them do their thing. I'll take a moment in the video just to point out the two breeds we're looking at here. One is not technically a breed. We have the Barred Plymouth Rock, as well as the Golden Sexling. And the Golden Sexling is a mix between the Rhode Island Red and the Rhode Island White. All these chicks are very heat tolerant, so I don't worry too much about the heat as long as I give them plenty of shade and water.